Craig Lee.
I'm Robb McGee.
And this is Real Talk with Robb and Craig on Thursday, the 10th of November, 2022. And today, Robb, we are talking about...
Well, we've got some data to share with you, but I need to start with my joke of the day, the joke of the week. And we want to say hi to Dan Wiersma. He is a financial planner that we work with. If you need a financial planner, he's a great one, and we'd be glad to put you in contact with him. But he gave us a joke for today. It was minutes ago, and I already can't remember. That's what happens when you get old. You can't remember anything for any length of time. So I have a new joke. I have a different joke.
Oh.
Craig, did you hear? Did you hear about the guy who has started eating snails?
No.
Well, his doctor told him to quit eating fast food. Snails are slow.
We get that. I'm sure. Yeah, that's the worst one.
They're not fast food.
You're done.
All right. So here's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about.
Yes.
Now, if you watch our show at all, you know that we've been talking about record high.
You just messed up your own joke that is right here.
I thought I improved it.
You did?
Yeah.
You were wrong.
I put my own spin on it.
Yeah.
What was I just saying? Oh, we're telling
Yes.
people utilize your equity to pay off higher interest debt. They just announced a report today on the 10th of November. The credit card associations have released the new national average of the average interest rates that consumers are paying for credit card debt. It went up to 26.6%. 26.6. That's the average. They said there are many clients whose interest rates now have climbed over 30.
I didn't know that was even legal.
I didn't either. So, I mean, that's just an insane rate of interest to be paying. So just bear this in mind. Some people may say, oh, you don't want to refi. You don't want to refi right now. Rates are higher. Well, yeah, rates are a little higher than they were last year at this time, but they're sure a far sight lower than 26.6. And if we look at what your blended rate would be with your mortgage and those high interest credit cards, maybe you've got a car payment in there, you take all of those factors in, you're going to lower that overall blended rate, and it will usually result in a lower monthly outgo every single month. So we just wanted to remind everybody of that. Interest rates, just because home rates have been going up does not mean it's not a good option to take. And bear in mind, if you use credit cards to manage your household expenses, those rates are going up too, and they're at an all-time high now. So if you have a desire to get out of those, give us a call. We'll help you do that and we call it a debt restructuring. And it's very beneficial for our friends and clients who have a lot of extraneous debt that we could combine.
That's a word I've never used. So, just to be clear, you want me to take a $5,000 credit card and include it into my mortgage?
Yeah, that's right.
But I pay the minimum payment every month.
So you're saying, why would I want to put that over a term of 30 years? Well, guess what? You pay that minimum payment every month. That $5,000 is going to take you 28 years to pay off.
Is it 20? I thought it was 25.
I think it's 20. Well, maybe it's 28 with the new higher interest rates. Well, so you'll be paying, regardless, you'll be paying on it close to the same amount of time at a much higher percent of interest. And you know who you'll make very wealthy? Your credit card company. They don't need your help.
You can write off all that interest when you put it on the mortgage, all of it.
A lot of people don't realize home interest is still a deductible expense. So if you itemize your taxes and you have medical debt and charitable donations and business expenses, and you itemize, every dollar that you pay in homeowners interest is deductible up to, I believe it's $10,000.
Is that what it is?
I think so, yeah.
We're
not accountants.
Also, your property taxes.
Yes.
Which I didn't know until we looked it up.
Those are deductible. Some people think, oh, they raised the individual deduction. It's not worth itemizing anymore. Well, it may be, because once you start adding everything together, if you've had a medical procedure this year and you've got property taxes and you've got home mortgage interest, that's a lot of things that you can add together to see if it doesn't surpass that individual credit. So, good advice.
The other thing that we've been doing this a long time, so we hear, oh, I pay that credit card off every month, and all the things that we hear over the years. Keep in mind, when mortgages were first set up by the banks, the reason they front loaded them so heavy with interest is every 7 years the banks had done some kind of what's the word I'm looking for? They found out that about every 7 years Americans will refinance their home loan.
Refinance, yeah.
So they front loaded them heavy with the interest. I don't know how much that is right or wrong, but I can tell you.
Well, if you look at an amortization schedule, the first several years, very little is going to principal.
Yeah. In fact, now there's a report that's in your paperwork that shows how much interest you'll pay within the first 5 years.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really mean anything. You still got to have a place to live. You want to take advantage of whatever you can and make that equity work for you,
right.
Which is kind of funny that it just hit me. Yesterday, I was looking at somebody's home value. It was in Port Orchard, and it had dropped in the last 30 days, $37,000.
Yeah.
So the overinflated prices that some people were lucky enough to get.
We've seen a market shift.
Yeah, it's going to change a little bit. Yeah. So if you're looking at using that equity and making it work for you, you're welcome to do it now before it starts doing a little turn.
It's kind of a bird in the hand kind of thing.
It's kind of
we know what your equity is right now.
What does that mean? Bird in the hand.
A bird in the hand's worth two in the bush?
No, because it's going to poop on me.
Well,
if
you're eating it, it won't. It's already dead.
Oh,
that's
Well, why is it in the bush then?
Well, that's the point. If you have one in your hand, don't lose that bird trying to go for two in the bush that you might not get.
I think you're making it up.
It's an old saying.
Do you know how many old sayings over 30 years?
Janet, have you heard a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush?
Sure, I've heard that one too. But I feel like...
Yes, I have.
I feel like that a lot of your old sayings
are
they
really
come right
old.
out of your back pocket.
That I make them up?
Yeah.
I don't make up my old sayings. I just have a lot of old sayings. I'm old.
That's true. Turned 54. Hey, I want to, before we get out of here, because today's going to be a little bit shorter than we normally are, thank you to everybody that served this great country. I do think this country is great. I think it always has been. Agreed. Even in the times of turmoil that we have, man, is there any place
you can make the
to
argument
live?
that's part of what's made this country great. The times of turmoil and debate and disagreement and discord. It's created a great country. And what Craig's talking about is tomorrow is Veterans Day. We thank you to every veteran and the sacrifice that you made. I'm sitting right next to one. The woman holding our camera is a veteran, and I thank both of you for your service.
Thank you.
And everybody watching who is a veteran.
Doug Bateman, Marine, Wayne Harrell, all my buddies that have been in the service. Roy and Sandy Covey, I mean Jim Corey, the list goes on.
And a lot of our clients.
Doug,
we've helped we've done so many VA loans for veterans and active duty.
The Lambs, the Looms. I mean,
we love you.
Glances. I mean,
we appreciate you.
Yeah. So thank you for all that.
That's all I got.
That's it's a little bit of a shorter one this week because we're getting ready to ramp up for Christmas time.
Yeah.
So be ready for next week. We got a lot of stuff
watching.
coming
We're going to be
at you.
giving you dates when Santa is going to be appearing at Destination Harley-Davidson, both in Fife and Silverdale. Santa's also going to be at Brenda Kelly and Associates, giving free pictures and everything. Santa with the kids. So,
pretty exciting stuff coming up. Please go to our YouTube video and like it, share it, subscribe.
What is that address?
www.realtalk.mortgage. It'll take you right to our YouTube channel. It's going to be on Facebook. It's going to be all over the media. It's going to be world news. It's
Everybody's talking about it.
The most exciting opportunity that you can
Quit laughing, Janet.
No. Hey, we're blessed. We're thankful that if you do watch this, thank you very much. If you would love one of our Real Talk t-shirts, we still have some, and we will get you some.
Let us know.
The other thing we're going to make up this year is Santa pictures. So I reached out to our t-shirt guy, Anthony. Hello, Anthony. And so that's something that we possibly could take and use that money to donate for something else.
Yeah.
So that's all I got. Craig Lee.
Robb McGee.
That's Real Talk with Rob and Craig.